Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn three very important SQL functions. These are row number, rank, and dense rank. Don't worry, I will explain everything in a very simple way. We will use real SQL example. After this video, you will clearly understand the difference. But first, let us understand one basic thing. What is a window function? A window function works on multiple rows, but it does not remove rows. So you will say, how is it different from group by? So if you use group by on a data set, right, the number of rows can decrease. For example, if you're grouping by on some column called, let us call that column as country, then if initially there were 100 rows, the total number of rows can go down, right, because you are grouping them. But window function does not remove rows, right? It will do aggregations without removing rows. Okay, now let us create a table. We will use simple employee data. Let us create a table. Create table employee sales. I'm adding few columns here. Department name worker, sales, and okay. Let's run this one. Okay, so we have a table now. Let me query over this table to show you this one is created. Right? So we have a table which is empty right now. Let's insert some data to it. I have some pre-written queries that I will be using to insert the data. Okay, now again, let me run the query, select a star from to see what data we have inserted in a table. Okay, so we have right now 6 rows, right? Notice one thing. Some implies have same sales value, right? If you will look at the sales column, let me just bring the sales column at first. This will, yeah. So notice some employees have the same sales column value, right? For example, employee 1, employee 2 has same 500 sales value. Employee 3 has distinct one, okay? 4 and 5 has same, and 6 has unique value, right? This is very unique, right? Very important to understand ranking problem, right? Okay, so let's start with row number. So what the row number does, right? Okay, so row number gives a unique number to each row, right? It will assign row number, right? Like even if you will just name it, it means row number. You are assigning unique number. For example, let us see this one, this column, right? It's kind of row number. It's numbering each row, right? Uniquely, right? Even if true, forget about the problem right now. Just look at this value, right? It's uniquely numbering our rows, right? Even though two values are same, it's still uniquely numbering it, right? So even if two rows have same value, row number will still give different number, right? Unique numbering here. Okay, so let's start writing code for row number, and we will see what exactly it does, right? So let we will do select from employee sales. Let me put some emp name, department, sales. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to give row number based on this particular column sales. Okay, so what the syntax goes for row number, like row number over, okay, and then going to use since I'm using this column, right, sales column, right, and I want to give a row numbering based on this column, so I'm just going to order by sales, and I want it in descending order, right? Let me do it, okay, as uh, row number, okay. Let me run this one. Let's bring, okay, so how do we remove this one? Okay, so yeah, so you can see, right, it assigned unique row number, right, even though the sales value were same, right, over which we were doing ordering, the still assigned unique row number, right, like it's 1 2 3 4 5 6, it's incremental, right, it didn't assign same row number or same number to two rows even though sales were same, right? So hey, if you are going to use row number, no two rows will get same number, right, if you're going to use this one. Okay, so now you will say this one looks very simple, right? You have just used order by, right? You didn't do partition, right? Because generally when we do use window function, we use partition, right? We try to do that on some groups, right? That is done by partition. So okay, let's write this query again using partition. I'm just copying it and then I will modify it in place. That would be partition by okay. So let's partition it on a department column, okay. So what now I'm going to do is, okay, partition by department, is the spelling correct here, department, and I'm going to order by the sales again as row number. Let me run this one, okay. I hope no, yeah, okay. So look it at it now, okay. So previous let me pin this one, okay, and let me run the previous code also. So you will see here the value of the row number was incremental, right? It was getting incremented one by one. It was not caring about it was not worried about any other column, right? Just worried about sales. Okay, this sales is increasing. I'm going to give a rank to each of the sales value based on descending order, right? And if even if two values are same, I will assign it a unit number. That's all right. It was not worried about any other column. But since in this query, if you see, we partition it by department. Now what happened here is it will now take care about department 2, right? Like for example, look at it here, right? Since we have three HR value department values as HR, right? So now the window function, this is one group for window function, right? So row number will give unique values to each of this row from starting from 1 to 3 based on the sales value that should be descending, right? For HR, right, for HR 400 was highest, right, sales value, so it assigned 1. Then again 400 was there, which is again highest, but since it gives unique values, right, unique numbering to each of the rows, so it's assigned 2, and it goes to 200, then it's 3. But again now look at IT, right? So this is again another group because we grouped, right, we partitioned on department. So the row number will start from again from 1 instead of incrementing to 4. It will start again from 1, will go 1 to 3 based on the value in descending order, right? Okay, now let's move to rank. Okay, so syntax remains more or less the same. Okay, only what changes is the behavior. Okay, so let me just uh, let me keep this one as pinned one. Okay, let me just keep this one as pinned. Okay, so let me just copy this code because the syntax is same to same, only few things changes here. So now I'm going to use rank, right? I'm not going to explain right now anything. Let me run it, the data, right? The once you have the data, you will be able to see what exactly changes. Okay, now let me run it. Yep. Now look at this row number. Okay, if you will look at what exactly row number window function was doing, it was assigning unique number 1 2 3 4 5 6, right, incremental. Even though the value were same, it was not assigning the same number here, right? But if you look at the rank, what it did, it saw here 500 is the highest one, so it assigned 1, right? It came again, okay, let me name it rank, because it would be confusing, right? But it again saw 500, and it thought, okay, it is again the highest one, but here since it was the highest, it's assigned it rank number 1. Okay, but if it was row number, it would have assigned 2, right? But rank, what it did, it picked the highest one, assigned the same ranking here. Now it went down, it saw 400, right? Row number saw that, okay, now the value is 400, but instead of assigning 2 here, what it did, it assigned 3. Now why did it do, right? Because if you will forget about the repeated numbers, forget about this, that 1 1 was here, right? Forget, if this number were not tie, there were no tie here, right? It was not same value. What would happen? It would happen 1 2, right? Right, 1 2. But since the values were same, it assigned 1 1 to both of the rows, correct? So because of that it omitted 2, because if it keeps on incrementing row number, even though rankings are same, right? If it was row number, what would happen? 1 2 3, right? That's why it assigned 3 here. It ate 2. 2 is omitted now. 2 is totally gone. Okay, now it saw again 4, it assigned 3, rank 3, right? Because rank values were same. Now it went down, it saw 300. Theoretically, because after 3 what should come? It should come 4, right? But it assigned 5 again, because it repeated 3 4 times, right? So row number would be 1 2 3 4, right? And that's why it is 5 here. It omitted 4 again. Okay, so this is what rank does. It will assign, same values to the, if the values are same, it will assign same rank to same values, but it will omit the next number, right? It will eat up, and it will assign the next coming number. That's what it does. Okay, let's see rank with partition now. I will again copy paste the same SQL as row number. I will call it rank. Okay, and this will become rank. Let me run it. See, so I'm partitioning over HR department. Now we have this one group. Okay, now since the sales value were, these two values were ditto same, so it rank assigned same number to it, 1 1. But since there was duplication, it incremented from 1 2, but obviously it didn't added, gave it 2, it assigned 1, but the incremental value, the row number is still 2 here. That's why to the next value it assigned 3. It ate 2, right? So count it, 1 2 3. That's why it assigned 3, even though it was 1 1 here. Now this one is a group here, 500 assigned 1, rank number 1, and to the next value it assigned 3, obviously because row number was 1 2 3. I hope you understood this one, right? So rank is useful when showing competition ranking, right? When you, like, if the two students have same number, right, and you just want to assign same rank to it, that's why you can use ranking here. Now we have we come to the next topic, that is dense rank. This is very very important. Okay, keep this thing in, you need to pay very attention to this topic because it's very very important. Okay, now let us see how what it is, right? Dense rank is very very similar to rank. Obviously the name is very similar, that's why name is very similar to rank, right? So it does similar thing as rank, but there is a little catch. See here, right? Rank is skipping numbers, right? It is a skipping number. One got repeated, that's why it ate 2 and just directly jumped to 3, right? But dense rank does not skip numbers. Okay, it will give you the next incremental value, next consecutive value, right? The next coming one. So for example, if I was using dense rank, right, and there was die between these two rows, so instead of giving 3 it would have given us 2, which makes sense, right? So okay, let's now jump through the SQL. Let me copy this one and let me paste this one. Let me change the syntax here. This is dense rank, and let me mark it as a D rank. Okay, let me run it. Okay, see here. So we are ordering it by sales now, right now. Okay, so see here, because the sales value were two value were same, so it assigned the same ranking. That exactly what was done by rank, right? 1 1. But if you will look at it here, what rank did was it skipped 2 and it assigned rank number 3 here, right? But dense rank does not does not skip any number, right? So that's why it given us the next number. Instead of 3 it gave us 2, which makes sense, right? So same case here, 400 was same, it assigned same ranking here, dense rank. And when it made 300, which is the next smaller number, next largest number, it gave us the next consecutive number, right? 3. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, let us okay, if you want, let me show this also in partition one, obviously. So it's did the same, right? Only difference between here is it's not eating any number, it's not skipping a number. Instead of since there was a tie, it gave us one rank 1 here, but to the next value it assigned the next consecutive number, that is 2, right? Okay, now let's see all these three together. Okay, instead of seeing differently, let's put all this together in a single query that will that will help us to see exact difference, what exactly is the difference between these three, right? So let me just copy it, and this will be rank. Okay, and this will be my normal rank, this will be my dense rank, and let me sorry, and that will be my row number. Okay, pause the video. Okay, pause the video and think about it, what exactly is going to happen right now. Just think about it. Okay, so also let me just cut this and paste it here, because that will help us. Okay, so I hope you have got what exactly is going to happen. So let me run this query here and see the differences here. Okay, so we are right now not partitioning at all, right? So now look at okay, this is the wrong, let me call it row number, I didn't name it correctly. Now look at the difference, right? So what row number is doing? Always unique, right? Always unique. Even though the sales values were same, it didn't assign same row number, right? It gave us a unique number, right? So it's always unique. Even if we have tie in two values, it will give us unique number. Okay, now look at the dense rank. It does assign same rank for same values, but it skips number, right? Because it assigned same values for 500, right? 2, but it assigned next number as 3. Why? Because row number were 3, right? 1 2 3, right? Now look at the dense rank. it also assigns same rank for the same value, but it didn't skip, right? It didn't skip any number. So if we will look at the rank and dense rank, rank gave us 3, it skipped 2, but dense rank didn't do it, right? So it assigned same rank, but it did not give any gaps, right? So now let us look at a very common interview question. Okay, so the question is it's very important, right? It's very important. It gets asked in multiple interviews. I have also faced this question in many interviews, right? So get top 2 employees by sales in each department. Okay, now pause the video, try to write a query, okay, and then come back to the video. Okay, so I hope you have got the solution. If not, don't worry, let's start working on it, right? So what's the question? top two employees top 2 employees, right, by sales. Is it ringing any bell? What is giving us by sales, right? By sales in each department. In each department, this what does it mean? Each department, this must be each department. What does it mean? It's asking for grouping based on partition, right? Means I'm going to use partition by on department on this column, right? On column department, right? And top 2 employees by sales. By sales means it's asking for order by on sales column. So, right? So you have to understand exactly like this. Okay, it's asking us to group on what column and order on what column. You have to get this thing correctly. If you have found the exact columns for these two operations, you are halfway there, right? You have solved the half of problem already. Okay, so now let's start writing questions. So I will write select from employee sales. Employee sales. I first what I do is like I start from directly from writing the syntax for the window function, and then I include the needed column next because it does give it like I feel it easier to do that. Okay, so now is remember here, right? It asking for top 2 employees. Top 2 employees, right? Remember, keep this thing in mind. So what do you think? Which function should I be using here? Should I be using rank, dense rank, or row number? Think about it. Okay, so what I can suggest you is you cannot use row number here because okay, what top 2 employees by sales in each department. So what you can consider here is there is one more addition to the problem is that the numbers here, right, the values, if 2 employees has same value, right, if 2 employees has same sales, then you can take it as top one. Okay, so for example, if 2 employee has same value like emp1 500, emp2 has 500. Okay, so this will be counted as one top employee because it has both are tying, both have a tie, right? These 2 employees has a tie, they have done the same sales, so I'm giving it one value, right? And the next one would be for example this one, I'm going to assign it 2. So if I ask top 2 employees, so I would be getting 3 employees here because employee 1 and employee 2 has a tie, have same value, right? And this two has also same value, so obviously they will be returning 4 employees here right now, right? Top 2 because there's a tie, I cannot uh, be biased about any employee, right? So that's why now think about it, which function I should be using, whether it is rank or dense rank. Think about it. So difference lies here, right? Rank skips a number, dense rank does not. So if I want you to take the top two, top 2 is going to return these 4 employees, right? So what do you think? We have the answer here. Obviously we will be using dense rank, right? Because we want top 2, and top 2 is going to give us these two ranks, right? 1 and 2, right? Okay, so let's write the syntax for this one. Dense rank, and since it's asking for each department, we will partition by department. Okay, and it's asking for top 2 by sales, right? So order by sales, obviously because top is asking for top 2, so it would be descending, right? And let me name it as uh, rank number or something like that. Yeah, rank. Let me write it as rank number. Okay, from implies t. Okay, now it's just asking for what? It's asking for, see, now we have two options here. What we can do here is we can write a subquery as select star from where rank num is less than equal to 2. Let me run this one. Okay, so for and let me also order it by department so that it's easier to understand. Department. Okay, so look at this one, right? So for if I talk about HR department, right? H for HR department, this it returned these 3 rows. Why does it return these 3 rows? Because these two employees had the same sales, so it was assigned rank 1, and the next value, right, 200 was assigned 200, right? Rank 2, right? That's why we had 3 employees. Top 3 in top 2 we have 3 employees because obviously Karan and Pooja has done the same sales. Now look at the IT department. So for IT department, Amit and Ravi did same sales. That's why they have been assigned rank 1. And for Neha, she did sales as 300 rupees. 300, that's why she was assigned rank 2, right? Okay, so as told, right, we can do it in multiple way. So what I meant here was, obviously you can wrap it under a queries and make it subquery to get the filter it out. Or yeah, you can obviously use CTE, but there's again a better way to do it here, right? You can use qualify. Okay, there's a function called qualify. Paste your oh, where's my function? Dense. Okay, sorry, I left it here. I will put it here, qualify rank over, and I can directly write my condition here. Condition should be less than equal to 2. So what I'm doing it here is, instead of where and then I using where and then passing on the data, right, rank number is equal to less than 2, I can directly add qualify and the window function and what exactly I'm expecting from it. So I'm expecting it to be less than or equal to 2, right? Let me run this one. Yeah, see, it gave us the same value, right? So we have 3 employees, Ankit, Pooja, Karan, right? For 400, 400, 400, 200, right? To rank 1 to 3 for this department, rank 1 and 2 for IT we have 3, Amit, Neha, and Ravi, right? So now let us quickly revise. So what row number does? Row number gives you, let me run this query again so that it's clear. So row number gives us a unique number, right? Regardless if there is a tie or not, it doesn't matter to it. Row number, it gives us same rank for same value, but it skips a number, right? It skips a count. So if there is a gap, there will be, if there is a tie, there will be a gap, right? Dense rank, it assigns same rank to same value, but it does not skip any number, right? So these functions are very important for SQL interviews, doing any analytics, and if you are interested in entering data engineering, this will be very, very important for you. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching. See you next video. Please subscribe and like my video. I will pasting this code in the description section of video. Thank you. Bye bye.